Well, basically, there's no, you can edit everything as we go along. So we just talk freely about maybe, especially as a religious leader, um, what were the circumstances of your coming to awareness of your sexuality, and how was that supported or not, and how has that influenced your leadership in the church or position in the church? Big questions. I'm not a journalist. Let me get a better angle.
I wasn't bullied in high school or in junior high. I was lucky. I flew under the radar in school in Texas. But I thought a lot about suicide. And I couldn't have told you why at the time. I know now. I thought a lot about it. I didn't do anything about it, but I thought seriously about it. I wasn't sure that I should be alive, and I wasn't sure that it wasn't causing too many other people suffering for me to be alive. I remember reading the stories of suicides of young lesbians in Kerala, which is the state of India that my parents are from, and finding hope in it, because the stories were written in India abroad. They were written sympathetically, as though it was outrageous that these young women had killed themselves, as though there was some injustice in the larger system that caused them to kill themselves. Sometimes they would kill themselves together. These couples would throw themselves in wells. They were kids. They were 19, 20, 21. And besides them, I didn't know there were people like me in the world if I hadn't read those articles. I came out to myself and to the world when I was in college when I was 17. And I thought it was really good news. I was excited. I thought I understood something about myself that I hadn't understood before. And I didn't feel suicidal anymore. I actually felt really happy. And it just took me minutes to realize that others might not be so happy. And I didn't realize it in a complicated way. I was reading my assigned reading for a class on Hebrew scripture. And I just got it. I got the Bible, I got Jesus, I got the gospel, and I got myself in that same moment. I remember it. And that sort of defined the rest of my life. I just got it. I don't know how else to say that. I feel like I got saved. All those people that talk to you about being saved, I feel like I got saved. I came out, and I faced myself. And I've been lucky along the way. My family is not supportive, and I don't think that will get better in my lifetime. And that is sad for me. But I have found mentors and colleagues, professors and priests, and just kind people that have been good over the years and have been very kind to me, and have shown me that I had something to do in the world, that I could have a life full of meaning and purpose. And I've been lucky to find a way to do that. When I was ordained in the Episcopal Church, I was told that I would never work in this church because I was out. And Gene Robinson was made bishop in New Hampshire 3 years after I was ordained, and everything changed. I couldn't have imagined in 1996 or 1999 what the church was like in 2004. I didn't hope to be the priest of a church. I didn't hope to be in a place where I could welcome people as I had been welcomed on the large scale as we do at St. Mark's. I would have been surprised and probably fairly skeptical if someone had said to me that the bishops of New York and Los Angeles and Michigan and New Hampshire and Maine are open and welcoming of gay and lesbian persons in their church and seek them out to raise them up for ordination and for leadership in their church. A lot has changed since I was 15 and 16. And I don't think everything gets better. There's some things in my family that will never change, and that is just true. But I have been lucky to find people that have reminded me that the point is to do something with your life that engages your passions and the special person that you've been made to be, and that does good for others. And you can do that in a way that no one else can, because of who you have been gifted to be and what you're going through right now. So I hope you'll stick it out.
Can you talk about the LGBT people in our congregation and a little bit more about why St. Mark's is a safe place?
Yeah, St. Mark's Church in the Bowery has been known for being a welcoming and diverse and open place for a long time. We are diverse in every way that you can imagine, and we value that. At St. Mark's, there is at least one person that there are probably more that were at Stonewall. There are a number of people that have been out since they were teenagers. There are some people in this congregation that I've met who are gay who do not talk about it, and they're from a place and of a generation that doesn't happen. And there are young couples and older couples who have been together and are domestic partners or are married, and this is their church home. I think when people come into St. Mark's, you can sense right away that you are welcome. The challenge at St. Mark's is deciding how involved you want to be and how kind of out there you want to be in our community. It's a truly welcoming place, so much so that you might find yourself in the choir singing a solo 3 weeks in if you're not careful. It's a place that really wants to hear your voice and believes that our diversity is one of our great gifts.
Nice.